Hi there, this is Charlotte for GamerCast.net and I'm here with the crazy pickups that I promised. Now, I picked up a lot of stuff recently. The last time I wanted to do pickups I had barely anything, however now everything has just basically exploded. So, I'm going to try and be as quick as possible. I've gotten these things maybe over the last couple months. The large pickup, which I'm going to say till the end, I got last weekend. So, first things first, I've got a few promo things recently. This is quite nice, it's a Disgaea 4 little figure. A Far Cry 3 wallet, that's cool. This is a little Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage, like kind of iPhone case or just like small media device case, that's cool. I do like a bit of Fist of the North Star. Copy of Ninja Gaiden on the Game Gear. Psychic World on the Game Gear. Sorry. Oh, now you're going to be too dark, aren't we? Oh, yeah, too bad. Sorry about that. Okay, some others. Xena, Warrior Princess on PlayStation. We have a copy of this on the PS2 and it doesn't work, unfortunately. Tim's a huge Xena fan, so that was cool that we picked that up. One that I've not seen before with some awesome box art, and that's Bedlam on the PS1 as well. Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. It's not as good as Land of Illusion, but I gave it a little play on the fly and it was cool. Nice to get a Game Boy Advance game, like fully boxed and everything. James Pond, codename Robocod. Of course, the awesome game that was on like the Mega Drive and that. Zoop. Now this game I've never actually played before, and I really want to after reading the blurb on the back. Now, if you have this game, then you probably know what I mean because it's trying to sell it to you amazingly. Again, that's all complete. Really nice. A couple of old PC games as well. I've got the Power, Corruption and Lies pack. This is really cool because it comes with Dune 2, Beneath Steel Sky, F-14 Fleet Defender and UFO Enemy Unknown. And basically I bought this for a boxed copy of Enemy Unknown. It's not like this, not like the real thing, because it all comes in like a pack. But you do get the massive manual for it, which is cool. As well as a copy of Frontier First Encounter, which was, I believe, is Elite 2. This game was really buggy, so this is actually the remastered version. Because who was it that tried to get him to make it? I guess Game Tech. Basically, they were rushed to get it out, and they got slated for it because the game was so bad. Okay, another weird little thing: Mario Kart Wii drink kind of thermos theme. So those are some of the older things that I picked up. I'll probably do some of the more recent things now before the big pickup. So this morning, got some games which are actually quite nice and very cheap. So these are all racing games, so they're not, you know, the usual thing. Oops. But these were 3 for £1, so that's not bad. Penny Racers, never seen that before. These are all just carts as well. F1 Grand Prix 2. I didn't even know there was a second one. You always get the first one. Everyone has the first one. And a copy of Revolt, because apparently we don't actually own that. Some more. These were 3 for £1 as well. So I got a platinum copy of Silent Hill. Pop and Pop. Now this is a value series, which I'm not usually a fan of getting, but the black label of this is quite hard to get, I believe, and it doesn't have like a crappy value series disc, so that's still cool because it's still got a nice Pop and Pop, and it's got, you know, I do love a bit of Bubble Bobble. And actually no, that one, Silent Hill was 3 for £1 with another. These two were actually 2 for 75p, and Pipe Mania 3D, because everyone loves a bit of Pipe Mania, and those are both complete, so that's cool. With Silent Hill, 3 for £1, I also got Everybody's Golf 4. That was pretty cool. This is Japanese. It is a best of series as well, but that is complete and everything, and that was really nice. And then this as well, which is really, really cool. That's Burnout 3 Takedown, I believe it is, which is awesome because Tim's a big Burnout fan, and actually, to be fair, so am I. And that's just really nice to get. It was strange that they had Japanese games, and 3 for £1 you couldn't say no to, so those were really cool. Something else I got recently. I got a lovely. I've never owned one of these before, so I've been on a lookout for one, and this one is like mint condition, which is really nice. Apart from where the seal came off at the top, That's all complete apart from the manual, but I picked one up off eBay, so that's really cool. And that only cost me £10, which I believe for such a nice console, you know, you can't say no to that. One of Tim's mates sold some games recently, so I got a copy of Hey You Pikachu off him. I actually picked this game up recently from a boot sale, however I didn't get the microphone with it as well, whereas this is the microphone set, which was really cool. I think he only wanted about 15 quid for that, so that was awesome. Took some Japanese to Pikachu. As well, I also got some NES games off of his mate, so I got just a cartridge of Operation Wolf, cart of Tecmo World Wrestling, then some nice boxed ones of some other Tecmo games. So we've got Rygar, Solomon's Key, which is a fantastic game, I used to love playing Solomon's Key, and a copy of Batman as well. And these are all complete with manuals, which is nice. They don't all have the cartridge sleeves though, which is a shame, but I think he only wanted about 3 quid each for them, and they're probably not worth that much, but then it's nice to get a NES game, you know, boxed. So a couple that I picked up from Retro Revival a few weeks back, a copy of Cybernature on the SNES, that's complete, that's really nice. Actually had tape all over it, which I thankfully removed. A copy of Illusion of Time. Unfortunately this doesn't have the manual, but I've been looking for this game for so long, I remember wanting it from the Argos catalogue, so that was really cool to pick up. A few from boot sales a little while back, so a copy of Ghost House and Fantasy Zone. I think we actually have Fantasy Zone already, and unfortunately Ghost House, which we didn't have the manual, but those are cool, and I do love Master System games. A copy of Wild 9, which is lovely, it's a lovely shiny game, if you love, you know, like, well, shiny is the old Earthworm Jim, isn't it? Yeah. And then I think MDK was shiny as well, and MDK is a fantastic game. I've never played this before, but I always wanted it as a kid, and actually playing it, it's got a fantastic combat system. Another one that I've wanted for ages was the first Overblood. I got this off of a Facebook sales group, so that was really cool, because I've been wanting to do that and find it. And I've actually started a collection up of survival horror games for the PS1, which is really cool. One which is a bit random, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I got this for 50p, so I couldn't say no to that, unfortunately. Another bit of random, I got a Call of Duty Black Ops medal. I think you got this in one of the limited editions, but the guy only wanted 50p. Now, I don't usually buy unboxed games, however, this is one that I hadn't heard of, to be fair, before, which is a Japanese, like, mech kind of shooter called Epidemic, and then it's got the disc as well. So that was nice. Another nice game, Ray Crisis on the PS1. Tim picked me that one up, which is cool. It's actually quite rare to get, to be fair, as well. Copy of Speedball 2100. Couple I got off a Facebook sales group. Got Crypt Killer on the PS1. Gun Griffin on the Saturn. And Oh No on the PS1. This game is fantastic, and it's not one that you'll probably find anywhere, but it's got some crazy characters in it, and some crazy gameplay. It's a bit like some of the levels in Incredible Crisis, but they're the whole game, and it's just a bit weird, so that was awesome to get, because I've never even heard of it. I got one of these bad boys, an SN programmable joypad for the SNES. I haven't even tried it out yet, God knows, like, you kind of want the manual for something like this, because you can program, like, all of these keys to do certain things, and there's a little LCD screen, and didn't want much for it, so I had to buy it, because I'm a bit into peripherals at the moment. A few other little random bits I've gotten off Facebook groups. I got a bunch of LBP keyrings, which is cool, because I love Sackboy. So there's a cute little kind of soft one. A Chimera from Resistance. Little Kratos. And a little Ratchet, which is cute. I think Catting has a Ratchet already, but I wanted one too. And then he also sent me, as some extras, a broken Chimera Sackboy, who looks kind of cool. And then a little blooper and a little mushroom, like, soft keyrings. So those are pretty cool too. And then I think the last bit from those kind of Facebook savey things. Also with the slim PS2, I bought one of the best games ever, which is Bishi Bashi. Now we already have a copy of this, but I don't have the copy. Catherine has the copy, so I thought I'd buy that because it was only 50p. Now this is one of the best games of the PlayStation if you love crazy Japanese craziness. So if you don't have a copy of Bishi Bashi, you need to buy it. What was fantastic about it as well was when it came out, it was only £10. So we bought it thinking, oh, it's a really cheap game for £10, and it was just amazing. I definitely recommend that game. Another awesome pickup that I got from another Facebook sale. I got a couple of other things with this, but they're PlayStation controllers, and I was going to do a PlayStation pickup because I've got a lot of really cool stuff from my PlayStation collection recently. So this is a Virtua Stick for the Saturn. This is really nice too. The box is actually pretty good. And it's got the manual, and it's all in packaging still. So that was really nice. Because there's something that I do love, just a bit of Sega Saturn. Okay, so last weekend I went to the boot sale as usual, and for some reason everyone wanted me to buy games. So first off, I picked up a Mega Drive 2. This was really nice, and I think he charged 15. Yeah, I knocked him down to 15 quid. Unfortunately, one of the flaps is loose, but it had 3 controllers, a bunch of games, and it also still has the warranty card, as well as the guarantee. Lovely manual, 3 controllers, and works perfectly, so that's awesome. Now for the crazy pickup, I'm going to have to rearrange. So, in a split second, I will have moved. As if by magic. Okay, so there's actually 2 games that I missed off just before this massive pickup. So I picked these up off of another Facebook group. And these are lovely. So this is Bart vs. the Juggernaut and Krusty's Funhouse. I used to love the Simpsons games. Now that I play them, I realise they're not actually as good as I thought they were. But these are both boxed, complete, instructions, everything. So they were lovely. I had to get those. Okay, so this crazy old pickup. This was all from one person. And yeah, it was strange to get such a nice lot of games. You may notice there's no sports games in here at all. And pretty much, I think 90% of them were complete. I think there's a couple missing instructions, so it was fantastic. And there's some really good games in here. I think there's only, maybe about 10 doubles that I got from it. So, we've got Pinocchio. A lot of these are Mega Drive. Pinocchio, which is really nice. Actually, I was playing it, and you don't really have an attack, or at least in the first level you don't, which is very strange. Street Racer. Ariel, The Little Mermaid. The Great Waldo Search. Or as we like to call him, the Great Wally Search. Oh, this is Master System, but I'll do this anyway. Lion King. Donald in Maui Mallard, which I've wanted for quite a while. Fantasia, which is bloody hard. Deep Duck Trouble. Yeah, Deep Duck Trouble. Which I've never seen before, so that's awesome. This is one of the first of our classics ones as well, which is really cool because there's quite a few of these released. So classic Mega Drive Tailspin. Animaniacs, which is just a crazy game. Unfortunately, Sonic 2, you can't not get Sonic games in a bundle, I guess. And Sonic. Mega Bomberman. Aladdin. Taz in Escape from Mars. Echo the Dolphin. Sonic Spinball. A copy of Sonic 3 without the inlay. Robocop vs Terminator, which is so much fun. Toy Story. Master System games in here as well. Land of Illusion on the Master System. Complete Sonic 3. Which had a gold Sonic, which was awesome. On the cart, because of course Sonic 3 had a save system. Sonic 2 on the Master System. Lucky Dime Caper on the Master System. Flintstones on the Master System, which wasn't as good as the Spectrum one. Really not. Tom and Jerry the movie on the Master System. The Lion King on the Genesis. Pocahontas, which is a fantastic game. I played this, and it plays the same few lines of the song over and over again, and it's kind of like Rolo to the Rescue. It was an awesome game. So Pocahontas, Quackshot, Echo 2, Tides of Time, Jungle Book on the Master System, the epic Rolo to the Rescue, Sonic 3D, Blicky's Island, a pretty nice copy of Sonic and Knuckles, and what's really cool is that the cart still has like the flappy bit. Sometimes, well, most times when you get this game, it doesn't have the flappy bit on, so that was quite cool. Bubsy 2. Those were all the Master System and Mega Drive games. Got a few Saturn games with it too, so these are all complete as well. So Myst, Spot Goes to Hollywood, which was terrible, Casper, one that I was really glad to pick up, Whiz, because that's quite a rare game. Okay, then there was also a lot of Game Boy games with it too. So there were some fantastic ones in here as well. So Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced, Disney's Pocahontas, Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour, that was actually terrible. Powerpuff Girls, didn't enjoy that one either. And a great Buffy game, what is it, Wrath of the Darkhold King, and what's cool is that's set during the later seasons in the series. Crash Bandicoot XS, I've actually been playing this every time I go to work. It's a fantastic game. Spyro Season of Flame 2 and Spyro Season of Ice. Well, Spyro 2 Season of Flame. Yeah. This is like ridiculous, but it was actually loads of fun when I was playing it. Mary-Kate and Ashley, Sweet 16 License to Drive. I later found out that this came out on the GameCube and the PS2, I think. But it was loads of fun. They tell you to go somewhere and drive there, basically, and you get points. So it's basically like a simulator. It's like a driving simulator. Britney's Dance Beat. Again, it's a silly game, but it's actually quite fun because it's just a very basic dancing game. This, again, is a very basic dancing game, which is Mary-Kate and Ashley Girls Night Out. The only thing that I could basically get from all these games is that they used to belong to a little girl. Because they're all quite girly. So, Disney's Little Mermaid, Quest for Camelot, Disney's Dinosaur, Tasmania. Unfortunately, it doesn't include the free poster. Sonic Advance 2, Mickey Speedway USA, Looney Tunes, which is actually really good, Sabrina Animated Series Zapped, Disney's Mulan, Winnie the Pooh Adventures 100 Acre Wood, Rugrats Totally Angelica. This was actually a really fun game as well. It's basically a load of mini games. And then when you finish a mini game, you unlock some new clothes for her to wear. New Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley. This I didn't find very fun at all. Casper. Now these two, unfortunately, it's really weird. So I got Rugrats Time Travelers, which I was kind of looking forward to playing, but it actually had a copy of Rugrats the movie on the Game Boy Color in there. Yeah, on the Game Boy Color in there. And then Monsters Inc. on the Game Boy Color, but this has the Game Boy Advance version in there, so that was a bit weird as well. And then on top of those as well, also got a yellow Game Boy Pocket, a see-through Game Boy Advance, and a purple Game Boy Color. Now that was a heck of a lot of games. I had to actually get a taxi home because I couldn't walk home with all that much stuff, and it actually set me back at about £70. But if you work it out, I think there was almost 70 games there, so it was about £1 each, and then 3 consoles as well. So that was actually like the best thing I've ever like got from a boot sale in like 10 years, which is a bit sad. And there's actually some brilliant games in there. So fantastic to get so many Disney games at once, because of course all the Disney games on the Mega Drive were some of the best games that you could get. And the Spyro and the Crash Bandicoot games are bloody awesome. If you do have a Game Boy Advance, like I use my SP all the time because it's so handy, because it's so small, and it'll play Game Boys and Game Boy Advances. The Spyro games and the Crash Bandicoot games are absolutely stellar. If you do want something to get a hold of and play, you can pick them up fairly cheap, just the cartridge. Yeah, so that was fantastic. I tried them all out as well, they all work. So, you know, you couldn't not get a better lot of games. And such great ones. So, yeah. Probably, I'm going to do a PlayStation video, because I do have a lot of really cool PlayStation stuff that I want to show off. Don't forget that there's also the competition running at the moment for the E3 giveaway. You can win this lovely poster behind me. That's ending next week, so be sure to enter that if you haven't yet. And yeah, I guess I will see you soon with some other crazy videos. I do need to do another Weird Atari. I've not done one for a while. I know some people have asked for Let's Play videos of like the Ouya and other stuff, but unfortunately, like the same way that I do the Weird Atari videos, I don't have a capture box, so it's kind of difficult for me to actually do like a Let's Play, apart from with my crappy camera, which is being really precarious at the moment. So hopefully you'll see me for another video soon. If you played any of these games and you agree with me, some of them are fantastic, like Crash Bandicoot XS. Really, like seriously, that's like one of the best games I've played on my Game Boy in ages. Drop us a comment. So, or tell me how amazing my pickup was and how cheap it was as well. So I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.